The other cross that's towards that direction, that's where Felix Artuso is buried. So he's the Argentine sailor who was unfortunately accidentally shot after the surrender of the Santa Fe submarine. It was being handed over to the British Royal Marines, and there was a bit of confusion during that handover, and it was thought that he was trying to sabotage and sink the submarine with some of the Brits on board. Actually, he was doing what they were asking him to do, sort of controlling the submarine and helping them to move it. So he was accidentally shot, bless him. So that's Felix over there. In a moment, Carol's going to talk about Shackleton's grave here, and then you can come and have a closer look, and also have a closer look at Frank Wild, who's just laying flat on the ground there.
And as you look around the graves, you'll see that it was a very much smaller cemetery when Shackleton was buried here. All the graves along that side post-date the time of Shackleton's burial. When he came here with the Endurance in 1914, they spent a month here waiting for better ice conditions. And they struck up a very convivial relationship with the whalers. They were very helpful to them before and after the main body of the expedition. Shackleton came back here when he finally was trying to rescue the men on Elephant Island, and he came back here for the final time in 1922, as Jim has told us, and he came with a Quest, which was moored somewhere just about where our own beautiful ship is moored, and he died of a heart attack on the 5th of January 1922. But he'd said to his wife that he was going to keep coming back to Antarctica over and over again until one day he just would not return. So Shackleton got his wish. And as Jim told us, he was taken back to Montevideo, but his wife knew that this is where his heart lay, this is where he wanted to remain, and what a fine spot it is. Many people have said magnificent things about Shackleton, and I can hardly add to any of those. You all know the famous quotation from the veteran Antarctic explorer Raymond Priestley, who said, "For speed and efficiency of travel, give me Amundsen. For scientific discovery, give me Scott. But when all hope is lost, get down on your knees and pray for Shackleton." So that was Priestley. But you get praise from people you might not expect, like Amundsen, Roald Amundsen. He was not one to cast praise around lightly. But he said of Shackleton, even before the amazing Endurance expedition, he said that Sir Ernest Shackleton's name will be written in letters of fire in the annals of Antarctic exploration. And he said that pluck and grit can achieve wonders, and he knew of no other man who excelled in that as much as Shackleton himself. So high praise indeed from someone who really knew what he was talking about. So it's wonderful that we can get the chance to come here to add our thoughts to an amazing life. And one final thought, Shackleton, he was a charismatic character. He loved a good party. And above all, he wanted fame. He wanted his name to be remembered in a happy way. And he would be overjoyed to know that 100 years later, people were coming from all over the world to gather at his graveside to talk about him, to raise a glass of whiskey to and to toast to Shackleton. He would love that. So I invite you all now to raise your glass and give a toast to, as his men called him, the boss, Ernest Shackleton.
Ernest Shackleton.
And of course not forgetting his second in command, Frank Wild, who lies here eventually where he always wanted to be close to Shackleton.
Thank you.
Just because she said wild.
Record shot. And we'll go for the
This is the Shackleton toast. Cheers. Cheers.
Hey, just taking a picture or no?
Yeah, let's see if we can get our group over here when
Can't- This is the queue at the post office on South Georgia, Grit Vicken. Last post office before the Antarctica, and there might not be one. We are not quite sure, so lots of people are writing their post. This is it.
It's too many things. I know, it's great, isn't it?
Easy to. Mailboxes in the corner.
Thank you, sir.
Can I choose what do I need to go to next for any of these?
Yeah, they're all good to go, madam.
Any of them?
Now we're going on the walk. This is the virtual whaling station. This is Stromness where we've been. That's pretty cool. I think you can swipe possibly. Try it. Just do. This is yeah cool. Reset camera.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Let's go to the next one. Let's have a look.
This is yeah
That's the
cool.
whole thing. There's the cemetery that you didn't see over there.
This is what?
This is Stromness.
This is Stromness. Where we were this morning?
Yeah. This morning.
Oh, that's where we had to keep 200 meters away. Okay.
And if we wait, we might be able to see where we actually walked.
You can possibly swing it around.
Came back that way.
Yeah, swing it around. You can possibly, yeah, go the other way. No, you need to go this way. Yeah, keep going, and then into the valley. It might only show the whalers.
Yeah. We actually came down this way.
I get some cash if you need it, Sally.
I'm going to go back to. Let's have a look at Husvik.
I can't remember which zipper I put it in.
This is the Husvik one.
Ist so cool immer. Bisschen pixelig allerdings. Wahrscheinlich damit der Bildabbau auch schneller ist.
Aber die darf
These are the 4 whaling stations on South Georgia, former whaling stations.
We're not allowed to visit.
We're not allowed to visit the buildings here, yes, but not on the other ones. We only go to Stromness and Grit Vicken anyway, but that's pretty cool.
Oben halten und dann fallen lassen.